Hello and welcome back to West Brom Fan TV. Now today is the day for Championship predictions. Usually do it a bit earlier, but oh well, I've had time to think about it since I'm ill. So let's get started for the waffle. So 24th place, Plymouth Argyle. I mean, Wayne Rooney is only much really needed to be said. I mean, he's a stinky manager. Plymouth don't necessarily have loads of funds. And I think Whittaker and Hardy are probably going to go in the window. So, yeah, 24th, nailed on, Plymouth. 23rd, Cardiff City. Club lacking a bit of ambition, to be fair. Just one of them, a little bit stagnated. I think maybe a relegation might do them good. They can come back up a bit stronger. But at the minute, just not really a lot of hype around them, to be honest. And I'll probably get proven wrong when the season starts. But yeah, 22nd, Blackburn. I mean, last season they were lucky that they didn't get relegated. It was only on the final day where they beat Leicester 2-0, and that victory against Leeds, which really got them out of the doo-doo. Because I mean, if they hadn't beat Leicester, Blues would have stayed up instead of them. And yeah, against the club lacking ambition, poor ownership structure, a little bit, just stagnated. Sammy Szmodic's all go, so he's their main goal scorer. I don't see that ownership doing a lot with the money that they've got from Adam Wharton, and Szmodic. So that's why I just think they'll go down, to be honest. 21st, bit of a shocking one. I think Oxford. I think they're going to stay up. Oxford United. I think they have. They'll be one of them teams like Plymouth last season, home form, and that bounce of being promoted up to the Championship. They'll get results, won't they? They'll pull off some shocks. They'll beat some of the top sides in the league next season. And yeah, they'll survive. 20th, Millwall. Might be a bit of a shocking one. But I don't know, Millwall are a weird club. Usually they have a season where they're close to being relegated, and then they have a season where they'll sniff around promotion. It's just there's no boring season at Millwall, to be fair. I think that, again, home form, and we'll keep them up. And like I said, I don't really see anything special happening for Millwall. 19th, Derby County, big club, back in the Championship. I think that they will stay up pretty comfortably. Big stadium, big fan base. Pride Park's going to be bouncing next season. Full house, I'm sure. Most of the time at that venue. It's going to be an interesting place to visit, to be fair, and I'm sure they're going to make some decent signings as well. I haven't seen too much activity yet, but it seems like that club is back on track. 18th, another club quite similar, Portsmouth. Great time back in the league, great fans, great stadium. Can't really fault the club. Obviously, us Albion fans love Portsmouth because we've had so many great days against them in the past, and they love us as well because we've punished Saints usually in their favour a lot in the past as well. Another team that are going to have a bounce of getting promoted, and besides that club, I can't see them going down again, to be honest. 17th, Watford. Another club just a bit boring. They've got some exciting players, but I haven't really seen much investment and much excitement around the club. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I don't think they're going to be up there either. It's just a bit boring, to be honest, no offence. 16th, Stoke City. Slight improvement on last season. I think that they'll be more secure. I think it's going to be another 2 or 3 seasons before we actually see Stoke in the race for the playoffs, never mind the automatics. Still need to really solidify something at that club because they don't have a lot of faith in managers, do they? They just switch around, and the ownership isn't necessarily as good as it was in the past. It just kind of fell off a little bit. But I think they'll have a slightly better season. 15th, Swansea City. A lot of respect for Swansea City. Exciting club, I think, with the football they play. But saying that, I don't think that they're going to push for playoffs. They're just one of them teams, aren't they, Swansea? They're usually around mid-table, so that's why I've whacked them in there, to be honest. 14th, Sheffield United, already deducted 2 points, which I only found out today due to some financial mismanagement. It seems like they haven't got a lot of senior players. Since that relegation's really I think that's going to really impact them this season because they have they got hammered so many times last season. That's going to do your confidence no good, especially when you're losing loads of players as well. Some of the veterans of that club are leaving, from what I see, like John Egan, Ollie McBurney. I can't see Sheffield United having a terrific season at all. I think if they didn't get promoted 2 seasons ago, then there'd have been even more of a mess, because their owners don't really care. From what I've seen, I'm pretty sure they've had issues with them in the past, back when Wilder was first in charge. So yeah, mid-table for Sheffield United. 13th, Norwich City. Bit of a fall off from last season. I think if they'd have stuck with Wagner, another playoff contention season would have been on the cards, you know. But Delia has got rid of him, and yeah, I know they finished 6th and they got smashed by Leeds, but we got smashed by Southampton. There were some top teams in the playoffs last season, and it was hard to compete, really, for us and Norwich. So I just think that's going to impact them, to be honest. They're going to have to restart the whole gelling all over again in that team with a new manager. And yeah, it's not for me. 12th, Bristol City. I don't need to say anything. They always finish mid-table. They're just Bristol City, aren't they? Same with 11th, Preston North End. Always mid-table. Pretty boring, to be honest. Nothing else really to say. 2 decent clubs, 2 decent fan bases. Just always love to sit around that mid-table, 12th, 13th, 11th, 14th, around there. Yeah, not the best. 10th, I'm going to go QPR, much better season. I think they're under Marty Cifuentes. He's a fantastic manager, and I think that they can only keep on building season on season now with a manager like that, as long as they can keep hold of him. They've got some exciting prospects of players as well. I'm sure they're going to bring in some more signings. Yeah, QPR club definitely on the up. I don't think there will be playoffs this season, but definitely to come. 9th, one which might be a bit controversial, because I'm sure some of the fans which aren't of West Brom who will watch this probably will be at this club, because they are pretty big. Well, I'd say they are the biggest club in the Championship, really. Sunderland, 9th. Sunderland are just, I don't know, they've always got a tendency to drop off a bit, haven't they, at the most important times. Yeah, again, top fans, some top players in that side. But I do think that they need to build a bit more, because looking around at the divisions, there are better managers in there. Obviously, last season was a little bit of a circus at Sunderland. A lot of teams had a lot more solidity and better structures than them, which is important, really, for confidence and motivation for the players. And I think they're going to have to re-gel that, and then probably next season they will go up. 8th, they're going to go Sheffield Wednesday. I know, massive improvement from last season if they do end up like this, because they finished 20th, I'm pretty sure, 21st. Yeah, exciting manager they've got there. He's absolutely fantastic. I forgot his name, but I remember he's absolutely brilliant. I mean, they did an absolute number on us at the end of that season. The fact that he kept them up after the position that they got in after the first 12 games, they only won like 1 match, and to get them solid, safe in the Championship is a fantastic achievement, and things can only get better for Wednesday fans. Top club, top fans, and yeah, they'll be up there. 7th, Coventry City. I think that they're nearly there, you know. They're nearly there automatics, but it's just a couple more years, few more signings, a bit more luck with injuries, and they'll probably get automatics. I think when they do get promoted, they won't be in the playoffs. They'll get automatics. They've got some top players at that club, but they just need to keep on building and get more players around these top players, you know what I mean? Because there is still a little bit of deadwood at Coventry which just needs to be shifted out, but I still think that it's a very exciting club, and next season them and Sunderland will definitely go up, to be honest. 6th, Luton Town. They were excited in the Prem, probably the best of a bad bunch of the relegated teams. They signed good players. You could put Luton anywhere really in that top 6, but like I say, I think there's teams that have more investment into them. I know Luton have just came down from the Prem, so they're going to have parachute payments and stuff. Where they're a club that will spend wisely. They're not going to go and splash it all, are they? Realistically, they'll invest sensibly. They'll probably get another playoff finish, and then they'll aim to be back up in the Prem in the next 3-4 seasons, I'd say, and be a solid Prem team, not just making up the numbers. So yeah, Luton 6th. 5th, Hull City. That owner is splashing cash left, right and centre. I know they got rid of Liam Rosenior lately, but I think with the money that he's spending, they will surely get playoffs. I mean, look at the loan signings they brought in last season. Carvalho, Liam Delap, Jaden Philogene. These are some top players who they've got they had at their disposal. If they can attract players like that, they've got some good contacts outside of the club to get them players in, because these big clubs aren't dishing out them players willy-nilly on loan. I expect more exciting football from Hull next season and a playoff finish for sure. 4th, Middlesbrough. Last season I tipped them to go up. They let me down obviously, but I don't have faith still. But I think they'll get a playoff position this season. 4th place. Michael Carrick, he's been there a while. He knows what he's doing. He knows the players he's got in front of him. He's had time to work with them. I think pre-season's going to do him great. He can bring in some more lads. I just think that club is destined for promotion eventually in these next 3 seasons. I can't keep on throwing it every single name going up next season, can I? Just to make it look better at where I put them. But yeah, Middlesbrough 4th. 3rd, West Brom. I know it's a West Brom fan channel. You might think I'm being a bit biased, but we've got Shilan Patel, the new owner. He's doing wonders, to be fair. We've already invested in, I guess, the foundations of the club with the academy, taking on loads of graduates and giving them contracts. We've brought in an exciting midfielder. Looks like we've had rumours about other players coming in, a Swedish centre-back who will be a good replacement for Kipre. We've had rumours about strikers coming in as well, potentially. So I just think that, I don't think we'll go up this season. Just want to clarify that. I think it will probably be either Hull or Middlesbrough that tip us to the playoffs, really. I think we get to the final, but I think we'll lose to one of them. Actually, does that make any sense? Sorry, we'll probably lose to Hull. Hull, if we get to the final. I'm going to say it out now. Hull will win the playoffs. As I was saying, we just look a lot stronger. The club's in a lot better place. Obviously, that's going to do the players a world of good. We've got Tom Fellows, an exciting winger. And it seems like we're keeping hold of the majority of our players, apart from Kipre. So on the whole, it's looking good. And I think if you say I'm being biased, but it's not a bad thing, is it, really? 2nd, we've got Burnley. I think that they've just got a lot of quality. I know Vincent Kompany will go, but Scott Parker, he always manages to get teams up, don't he? He's a little bulldog fighter, and he just seems to get the best out of players in the Championship, like he did when he got Bournemouth up and he got Fulham up. He does a job, don't he? He always manages to somehow get teams up from the Championship. He's a modern day Warnock, isn't he? Realistically, he can't do it in the Prem, but he always bundles teams up. So yeah, I don't think it's confirmed about Parker, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. There's been loads of stuff on Twitter about him. So yeah, I think that's a good appointment for Burnley. Obviously, he's a top of bloke that you'd have to sack off when you get promoted, though, because he can't hack the Prem for some reason. But yeah, and first, Leeds United. I know they're selling 2 or 3 of their best players, but the amount of money that's going to bring into that club will be monumental next season. The amount of money they can spend and invest is going to really benefit the club. Plus, they've still got a lot of good players. I think they're bringing in Rodon on a permanent deal because they're losing Archie Gray. But they are the big dogs, and I think that they will steamroll the league, to be honest. They're going to be hungry for it as well after losing in the playoff final. So, yeah, that's what I can see happening. And like I said, with the playoffs, I already basically said what will happen. You'll see West Brom Luton. We're going to beat Luton. We'll lose 2-1 to them at Luton's ground, and then we'll beat them 3-0 at home. And then Middlesbrough, Hull. Okay, we'll go Hull, win 1-0 at home, and then draw 1-1 away at Middlesbrough's ground. West Brom, Hull in the playoff final. I'm going to go West Brom 1, Hull City 2. And there we are. Promoted teams will be Leeds, Burnley and Hull. And that's done. My predictions. Thank you all for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm sorry about my voice. I am very ill. And also, I'm trying not to wake the cat up. He is asleep. Just, yeah. Thank you for watching.